Welcome to a Command and Conquer cast between, in the blue with GDI, it's Powder, who's driving to the middle of the map, versus in the yellow with GDI as well, it's Jamie. We've got a GDI mirror, and okay. So, Jamie slightly faster and probably in a more ideal position in terms of like spawn position, because they don't have to go as far. They've got this Tiberium close, this one close, and only after that they will struggle a bit, because of course over here Powder with this one close, and this one close. And this one will regen, this one will also regen, while over here these two both will not regen. So late game this should be a bit of a struggle for Jamie, because they either have to expand all the way down south to this one, which will also not regen. Actually, that's kind of weird though. Oh, this one does seem to regen actually. I think I just saw something spawn there. I thought it only respawned if there was one of these things in there. I guess I'm just completely mistaken. Oh well. Anyways, right now Powder has taken down 3 units, Jamie 1. But I do still believe that Jamie will struggle later on, just because they don't have as much Tiberium close. Over here we will have Orca already for Powder. And Jamie will just have 2 little refineries right now. Probably a war factory then, I guess? Like weapons factory. Because here we've got 1, 2, 3 refineries and an Orca, while they were later with their construction yard. And indeed we do have weapons factory. Weapons factory should be able to do a good job. Humvees just against infantry, always great. Don't have that much scouting, so they don't know about the Orca yet. And Powder does know about pretty much all of Jamie's stuff. And that's a second Orca already. Now, however, Jamie does know about it. Really nice to find that, because it could otherwise be a big problem. If that snipes the weapons factory or the construction yard, that's a big loss for Jamie. Over here Tank will just drive over the grenadiers and it will all be cleaned up. Over here Humvee isn't doing that much, and we have also got a weapons factory out for Powder. And Orcas trying to snipe something, 3 Orcas total. However, Orcas don't have that much sniping abilities, even though you would expect them to be better against buildings than Apaches. For some reason they always seem very underwhelming. Over here, 1 Orca sitting down, which isn't great. 1 helipad has already gone down, which is quite a big loss. And weapons factory down as well. That's actually so much. It's actually quite insane how much already has gone down. You would expect Jamie to have like better army, like ground army, sure, but you wouldn't have expected that much to go down, right? Over here wasn't able to do that much. Did clean up like 1 power plant or so, but like nothing else. Okay, communication center. Are you going for like transport helicopter and then... Oh, actually sold off construction yard. Interesting. In that case, maybe an engineer could be very problematic for Jamie. Even more so than normal. But I don't see the use for the communication center yet. Jamie will also be able to take down this refinery, I suspect. And... yeah, okay, it is being sold off. Over here, well, there are only 3 refineries, and these grenadiers definitely should be fighting. But like only 3 refineries for Jamie, and only 2 for Powder. That's kind of standard on this map. The fact that there is very little eco, just because it's a very open map, with players very close to each other. So yeah, buildings get sniped quite easily. Weapons factory will stay up for now. However, just a couple of grenadiers could snipe that in the future. Over here, grenadiers might take down the refinery if Jamie pays attention, otherwise they might just get blown up. Jamie does pay attention, but they will be fighting other grenadiers first. Sure. I still don't understand this $1,000 waste. But at least for now it's a waste. Sold off now. So you don't really need the radar. Because it's a small map, you wouldn't really need radar anyways, I'd say. And, well, Jamie, are you able to clean up the Orca? It doesn't... Oh, it does look like it. Wait, didn't... What? I thought it just went down. Did you immediately buy another one and that spawned right on the pad? I thought they always flew in. But maybe that's only if the pad is, like, in use. I don't know how that works. I thought it went down. Anyways, over here Orca will be trying to harass a couple of tanks. And... oh yeah, now it indeed spawned right on the pad. Normally they fly in from off screen, but this one didn't. Or like these two didn't. Helipad should stay upright. And it... does. By like one shot. That's actually kinda close. Over here I think I kinda missed an explosion. But there are still quite a lot of grenadiers here to explode. Or to just get squished. Going in with like one tank at a time is not great. However, yeah, there isn't really that much for you to hit, so it's fine. One more shot and there it goes. Because Powder didn't have anything in the bank. They only have like very little... they have very little eco. Not they only have very little eco. With like one refinery with like 2 harvesters. So yeah, Jamie's eco isn't great either. But at least with like 3 harvesters, like 3 harvesters? Yeah, 3 harvesters. And 3 refineries, they are quite a lot better off. Over here though, are the Orcas able to do something? Doesn't look like it. Because they're both out of ammo. Yeah, don't even know why they tried to move them then. Harvester will not go down yet, it will go down. And that means that eco is almost the same. Of course, Jamie does have the benefit of like an extra refinery, which they can also just sell off. And don't be going to speed up. Don't crash, please. There we go. Alright. Okay, yeah. Seems like it's all fine again. Good. So, what I wanted to say was that Jamie, of course, has the benefit of the extra refinery, with like 2 of them at least, and they can still sell one off, which is something that Powder can't really do. So they can get like a boost of like, I don't know, like 500, 200 dollars, and then like also just the benefit of like not having 2 harvesters on the same refinery. So maybe they don't have that problem anyways, because they only have 1 refinery, or like harvester soon. 1 Humvee is not going to clean all of that up. And, well, unless the grenadiers die by the Tiberium, this harvester is going down. And there it goes. And the Humvee should also die. Maybe not. And not yet. I mean, Humvee does of course outrange the grenadiers by like 3/4 of a tile. Something like that. And okay. Actually the player who was going for air themselves has switched into rocket soldiers. Kind of interesting, but oh well. Normally rocket soldiers would of course be like your anti-air from infantry, which is okay against Orcas. But no, it's not Jamie who switched into them, it's Powder. Right now, I'm just going to like do that, and you'll be able to see that there is a slight economic advantage in terms of like resources harvested for Powder, but it is not much. And okay, how many? Okay, you do have like one harvester left. You could technically buy new ones, which is something that powder can't do either. So it of course takes a long time before that's worth it. A harvester is like 1400, which means that it first has to unload like twice, and only then it has paid itself off. So you probably don't expect to have that time, or the economy for that, because it also takes a long time before you even get that much. Especially if you're on so little eco that you only have one harvester. What is this harvester doing? I don't get it. Was it trying to block the one from Jamie? Oh, it's trying to squish grenadiers. Kinda makes sense. Then, in that case, prioritize this one please, Jamie, and you can clean everything up over there. It is indeed trying to block. I guess they believe this the Tiberium to still be efficient enough that you can handle that with one harvester. I find that strange. I think the Tiberium is far away enough that you can actually just say one refinery, 2 harvesters. In which case you would actually be able to expand your economic lead over Jamie. But I guess they're not really trying to do that. Oh well. Over there is not that much left. If Jamie can snipe this barracks, it's all over for powder. And they do have enough to snipe. There goes. Are you going to snipe? Yes, you are. And there is no sniping attempt on the other side. And there it goes. That's GG. These are the last units powder will have, except for like the ones you get from selling off. And well, considering the fact that there is the 1, 2, 3 structures for Jamie that can produce, it's pretty over. And powder should know that. But they don't seem to want to give up. Come on. Give it up already. So, well done that you made it this far into the video. Consider watching the video in your lower left. But that's all I'm going to have for you today, and I'll see you in another video. Bye. At least we had a match complete, so we do have stats that it was really even in terms of economy.